welcome to Rolls of Redemption, where we redeem your Monday one roll at a time. Grab your snack, grab your drink of choice, and let's get rolling. Hello, everyone. How was your day? Mine was spent with a migraine that's finally gone, so let's redeem this Monday.
I'm so exhausted.
That pollen, though.
Pollen.
Have a functional computer.
We are struggling.
It's gonna be a Monday.
Can we redeem this Monday, y'all?
I know.
And I didn't go on TikTok, so maybe nobody will join us. So
okay.
So
but you know what? If they don't join us, we still play D&D for the fun of it. There might be a baby crying in the background. The DM might have to get up and take care of the baby since I can't lift the baby still.
You mean like the DM is currently doing and why they're not on screen?
Listen.
Oh no, he's just invisible.
It's his. This is the character.
Will be crying in the background tonight.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I might cry in the background tonight.
On the bright side, guys, I got my official certification of being a good girl today. I got my official good girl certificate in the mail. I've donated a gallon of blood.
Whoa, that's a lot of
biggest girl.
I've been visiting the IRL vampires.
Amelia can't even lift the amount of blood that you donated.
You've donated a gallon of blood?
That's me.
Do you have any blood left?
You were a noodle. Like, are you sure you can get rid of some?
It's actually more than that because I previously donated at a different center. So I've donated a gallon of blood at this center, and I donated more previously.
Nathaniel, I have concerns.
After donating blood.
No,
that's a really bad idea.
That was not good.
I did back in high school. I did indoor track, and I was like sprinting down the hallways of the school because that's how we did indoor track. Because for some reason, don't do that after donating blood.
I also had to stop you from doing marathon training after donating blood.
You do know that there are rules about what you can do after donating blood, right? Did you skip
I
that
have
part?
also
Recommendations.
I've made similar mistakes.
No, they're rules, and they're
specifically
rules so that you can't sue the people you donated the blood to when you pass out, because you will pass out.
When you pass out.
I wasn't able to donate because I had too much iron. I think I'm okay.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's not not a problem I share.
I donated blood one time, and then 2 hours later went to a dance practice, and I passed out in the hallway. But I made a friend because I was playing in the hallway. So
I'm waiting for the day my cardiologist tells me I can donate again, and we can actually go together and donate blood again.
Yeah, and then
that's some gross vampire shit right there.
Yeah. I blacked out the last time I went, so we are
playing a vampire.
Don't black out. Don't do that.
Actually, that's difficult.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Just
why would
stop.
you even do that? Just don't do that.
Just stop it.
I blacked out on some lady's lawn once.
Just stop that.
And my friend recorded it.
I'll have you know that Janine has never blacked out on my watch.
That's great.
I've also never gotten a concussion on her watch. So we've made each other better and safer.
Marriage, you got to take care of the thing that the other person is struggling with.
You are also much more mature now.
Is he?
I was waiting for that.
He would still make certain
long.
choices if he wasn't married that I stop him from doing. Because I say, that's a bad idea and you're not doing that. So, anyway. Marriage.
Speaking of healthy marriages, Atreus is going to apologize.
Marriage and blood. Blood marriage.
That's illegal in most states.
Oh. They do ask you in Pennsylvania if you're cut.
Oh, good.
Hello.
So, speaking of healthy marriages and blood, Mina and Atreus are gonna go back to where it all began. We've decided.
Yeah.
We want to close the portal in the haunted house because Torkel and Kai have never been there.
Yes.
Nice.
We wanted to
Sightseeing.
take them to our old stomping grounds. Maybe resurrect Torkel's siblings while we're at it.
I think I might have to wait till after the eclipse to do that. So we're just gonna keep Bit O Dwarf in your bag.
Or the hidey hole.
I'm
Heads
so
O Dwarf.
sorry. Head O Dwarf.
Maybe
sorry.
the hidey hole because there's less books.
It's
Yeah.
already in there. We're
Stick
just gonna
the brother's
pretend.
head so far up Torkel's hidey hole that
I'm so sad.
Or when he asks for them, I can go heads or heads.
oh, I hate it.
All right.
That's great, actually.
Then whoever is indeed, holding the heads, I would like you to add that to your inventory.
That's me.
It'll be Torkel.
No,
Here.
I've got the heads in my purse.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, are they in Mina's purse?
They are because I had Torkel leave the room while I decapitated his brothers.
Mhm.
Like a
And Torkel
good
appreciated
person.
that so much.
Like a good neighbor, Mina decapitates.
Yeah, that's not gonna bad shot.
You sure about that?
Guillotine. Like a shop. Anyway, how does one put dwarf head in inventory?
There we go. I just need you to, I can work on that.
I claimed the 2 heads.
There you go. Not exactly what we were expecting from Mina's, trophy count.
Yeah. It's fine.
But now she can give great heads. I don't know.
Or, they're dwarves, so it's kind of.
It's not great.
It's very compact head. She can give very compact head.
I prefer not
On
to
the
think about
go.
my brother's not
On the
sex
go.
lives.
Roadhead.
Did you just say roadhead?
No.
Woo! Here we go. Welcome to. I guess we are just unhinged every day of the week.
It's very true.
I love we are unhinged and no one is even in the chat. This is just like how we are. Okay.
This is just
Like
raw Janine and Amelia.
Bruh.
yeah. Oh wait, no, that you have to get the only elves for.
Oh gosh. Well,
That's not a thing.
I know, I was going to try and come up with some way
Disclaimer.
to say it about the Ko-Fi, but I couldn't find a
Dis-
good connection.
No.
you can't pay for that.
No. Anyway, Nathan, recap us so that we can move on.
Shut up.
Please,
All
for
right.
the love of God,
yes,
by my
I wrote a
silence.
recap. I wrote a recap. Having successfully destroyed the crystal, now revealed to have been a soul container, a contingency plan for Hercible himself, the party delved into the dangerous depths of the Abbey. There they found the portal and its guardians, Torkel's brothers Thulner and Tirthrun. Though cruelly changed, it appeared they were not beyond saving, so the party solemnly disabled them, taking parts necessary to restore them later at great cost. After a while, they also defeated the portal's other guardian and closed it. Now, they plan for what's next, assessing where their abilities will best be used.
And hydrate.
Nice.
We're fairly sure the only other person alive / constructed on this island is Francis, right?
Without actually investigating the whole island, yes, you are pretty sure that that is the case.
I'm not investigating the whole island. That's a DM trap. And
Saphira has the tech thoughts, so she can just take like a quick lap and make sure we're not missing something abundantly obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But
we should definitely take Francis.
I
with
would
us.
like to take Francis to the Temple of Procan.
Also, why is one brother's head heavier than the others?
You'll have to ask Torkel.
bigger brain.
Bigger brain. Older brother.
Bigger brain or thicker
That was-
skull?
That was the
they always
smarter
said
one.
Python was all hard-headed.
I assumed you were going to go with denser beard, but okay.
Oh, beard thickness. It's why Janine's head probably weighs more than mine.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, it's
though.
all that
I
beard.
did have a thought. I did have an intrusive thought today to just chop off on my hair because of how bad my head hurt.
No, please don't
I
do
mean,
that.
That's why I chopped mine off, because putting it back in
considered a Mulan
ponytail.
moment there.
It must not have been that intrusive because you didn't tell me.
I didn't want to act upon it. I just wanted my skull to stop pounding. So,
Well, please don't do that. I will come and steal your scissors.
there were other intrusive thoughts I didn't act on, like drilling a hole through my skull. I didn't know that one either.
Japanning. I've always wanted to do that when I have migraines.
So
It's historic. Historic
Right.
medicine works.
Historically, a bad idea.
Historically.
No,
historically a bad idea.
people could live for
Roll a
long
history
times
check.
after Japanning. I will.
And a medicine
Wait,
check.
I'll do it with my D&D character that was based off of me and my real life skills, because I'm actually confident on this one. Therefore, history. That's a 15. You can't mess with me. And my medicine check is a 5. So
Yeah,
Then
That's
you're
about
pretty sure
right.
this did happen historically, and you think people probably survived it.
That was
I-
perfect.
She did. She's not wrong.
Not wrong. It's
Survived for
Like-
how long?
actually
Oh,
in
Well, it
Outlander.
depends on what you want out of it. Like, do you want to give yourself the lobotomy, or do you want to go and have somebody else give you the lobotomy?
In the Outlander
lobotomize me,
book,
Captain.
in the Outlander book, like Lord John Grey hits his head, and Claire does drill a hole in it, and he lives. So
To relieve the pressure building
relieve the
inside.
pressure.
That makes sense.
So I just thought that maybe it could work.
Maybe it could work.
It does
I mean,
work.
that usually only happens in like extreme situations where there's
We're
actually
gonna,
intracranial
yeah,
pressure.
we're gonna leave that to the medical professionals to decide, and not do an
Don't
at-home
do not
procedure.
take any medical advice from us.
Not a
Please, for the
doctor.
love of God.
Listen, doesn't want a lobotomy.
Wow. So it's gonna be one of those nights.
So
I'm sure nobody's
we're
lobotomized about
grabbing
20 times over.
Francis's unconscious body and taking him to a rowboat and going back to Saltmarsh.
Are
You
we
have-
panning him first, though? we drilling a hole in his head?
Absolutely not.
Dang
Okay.
it.
Darn.
He's napping for like another like 10 to
13
12 hours or
hours, yeah.
something. Like,
Wait. Nobody tell Francis anything of what happened. We just dump him in Procan's temple with no warning whatsoever. He just wakes up there with no concept of how he got there or why.
Oh, no. But then I want Kai to, once he wakes up, I want Kai to inform Francis that
As
all
Francis.
of his entire life was a dream and he's been in a coma for the
No.
past.
That one's good. That one's good. But what if Kai turns
Okay.
into Violet and tells Francis that Percival wants him to worship Procan and be the best servant of Procan he's ever been, because that will bring glory to Percival.
This is my favorite thing, and I think we should do this before we go to the haunted house.
I support this 100%.
Akira is
like,
not.
well said, Francis.
I was gonna say Akira is
What?
not opposed to this concept because it would be to benefit Francis, just using deception, which Akira is okay with that. It's for the good, and it's you know what you have to do sometimes.
I love the
It is
loopholes
the
Akira has to
chaotic
give
shit
himself.
Right?
I fully support this. Or like when he's sort of in that in-between state, like Kai comes up to Francis as Francis and like talks to him as his inner spirit and tells him to worship Procan, which is where I thought you were going.
I don't think Francis would believe himself, though. He doesn't have enough self-esteem to really truly believe in himself enough that if himself came to himself and was like, self, you need to look inside yourself to find your other self. Only then can you be true, to be free for yourself. He'd be like, No. So, Violet.
Yeah. He'll be like,
Fair
I'm
enough.
confused
Fair
already. What were the instructions? At least Violet, he might sort of believe,
That's true.
which is, yeah, that's a hilarious concept.
Just make sure that you
I love
just
this
make
plan.
sure that you play off the super condescending Violet interaction that
Yes.
you have firsthand experience with now.
Perfect.
Do we
I-
let the people at the temple that we know the actual story, or
Yeah, I'll fill in Welgar.
Yeah,
I'll
Welgar,
let
that's
him
his
know.
name.
I'll let him know. Hey, so we have a
here's the thing.
guy.
This
Here's the
guy
thing.
requires adult supervision at all times.
All right, so let's do it. How many rowboats are you taking? It doesn't matter. You get a series of rowboats. You get 1, 2, possibly 4. There's plenty of them here, as you know they've been collecting people, and
One way of
masons
putting
and
that.
other people. Those. So a couple hours pass. It is now starting to look like sunset on the horizon. You've still got some time before it all goes dark, as you find your way back into the Salt Marsh port. The port here is very busy. It usually isn't this time of day, so that's a little bit suspicious that something might be up, and I will leave it with that. Or are you just going past Salt Marsh to the beach and climbing straight to the Temple of Procan?
Wait, did you say it was busy or it wasn't busy?
It is busy.
I feel like we should probably just give it a little look-see and see why it's busy, because maybe something bad happened, like people coming early
What if
for clips.
Anyone that Torkel recognizes? Like
Perception.
grab somebody? Alright.
Yeah, Akira's gonna do a perception too.
17?
23.
23?
I'm getting a little echo from you now, Nate.
Okay.
All right, so from the rowboat, you're not all the way into the docks yet. Torkel kind of looks over. You obviously see the ship of Zendros. All of you are readily on radar for that. Torkel, you can tell that there are definitely more boats here than when you left yesterday. So it's only been 22 hours or so since you were gone, but there's 2 new crown ships that have arrived, as well as a bunch of fishing boats that are from like sailing fishing boats, deep sea fishing boats, not just rowboat fishing boats, that are from some other ports. So for whatever reason, it seems a large number of sailing ships have all come to Salt Marsh to dock tonight.
Is the Arrow's talisman there?
It is not.
The sea
Here.
ghost?
Sea
They come
Ghost
back.
also is not here. Akir, you're able to pick out a couple of people that you know just from your time shaking hands and
Hi,
making friends.
Vika.
Vika's here. And nothing alarming necessarily, but again, it's odd that there's so many people on the docks that the harbor master is busy at work logging in all the ships, and yeah, the Mariners Guild is hustling and bustling.
Torkel's just gonna grab someone and go, "Hey, anything changed? Or the same seems busier than I expected today."
It's a week to the wedding.
1 week to the wedding. Yep, 1 week to the wedding. That's definitely true.
Hold on, question. Remind me. Whatever your sister's name is that starts with a C.
Leona.
Cleona.
Leona.
She's in the pocket dimension that the staff created, right? Like she's not actually
No,
here.
she's not
No.
with her parents.
Oh no, she's in a trance. She's in a fairy trance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got drunk.
you got Pixied.
Is she still in some sort of weird trance?
You don't
Or
know. It's been
we
like a
don't
whole
know.
day.
Okay.
You've got about an hour till Francis wakes up.
Trace is just gonna look at
We should
Mina
check on that.
and say this. See, this is why you don't plan weddings. Then it gets really, really busy. You just get married really suddenly, and say, "Hey, guess
The
what?
whole-
We're marrying today."
The whole harbor was watching our wedding. Like the whole
They were?
harbor.
I thought it was just like you and
Yes!
me.
They were like
There were other-
And
dolphins.
every other boat in the harbor.
There were other people there.
Do you
So
remember
many.
that I was there, Trace?
No, I remember you were there.
And the
You were there.
dolphins.
Many
I don't remember the dolphin.
people.
And the boat the dolphins
Oh yeah,
jumped
it
over.
was a Nichols in. That's why I knew who you were.
Torkel remembers our wedding.
Okay, to be fair, Mina looked really pretty. And
I appreciate
was
that.
a little bit occupied in just looking at her. So I didn't really realize that there were like other people. Also, I didn't really know them.
The whole audience. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh.
Yeah. It was very public.
Fuck.
Very public.
Yeah, but it wasn't like this, was it? Like,
We didn't invite all of them. No. No. The Torkel, does your sister do you know this many people?
how many friends do you have, Torkel?
Okay, I've got like a dozen family members, guys.
That's so many.
I don't think that accounts for all of this, but like it's not a small family.
Plus Anders, you know.
It's definitely Andy.
Anders,
I
yeah.
know I completely forgot about him.
Oh yeah, the rich
Right.
kid. Forgot.
Once I blew up his guy, I just, moved along with my life. So,
Yeah, Scarin. Blew up Scarin and
Scarin.
moved on.
right, him.
Him.
He exploded, and I was done with the situation. So, okay, well that tracks then. That makes more sense. We should probably go to the. If we don't start walking now, someone might stop us. So we should just go.
I don't want to be stopped.
We aren't, exactly hard to miss. So walk fast.
No. Who is carrying the unconscious not corpse?
Akir.
I can carry him over my
Or
shoulder.
Mina, yeah.
That works too.
But Akir staying close to Mina in case anyone approaches
Good.
them.
Someone immediately approaches you. You
I
have a
also would have
body
like
over your
like
shoulder.
I would plan to wrap a wing around that side of myself. So I do
If
have
we were trying
dragon
not,
wings.
if we were trying not to be seen, we shouldn't have pulled up to the dock.
I'm a little surprised we didn't go straight.
Well, that's what
To
Rob
the-
offered us, but we jumped on the dock anyway.
We got excited.
Fair.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to see what.
I'm very susceptible to DM bait. Like when he's
Listen,
like, "Oh,
it's
there's
okay.
busy."
we are bringing him for medical aid to Procan, who is known for healing. So, haha, loophole.
We rescued him from being involved in a cult. I think he just needs to be rehabilitated.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay.
Great, bye.
Yeah. We're gonna go. Break it down.
Yeah, sorry. I rolled a nat 1. Like I don't know if that popped up on any of your screens, but I'm like, oh, come on. Well, they're getting away with this with no issues. Yeah, the town guards are totally on board, and rightly so. All right, so you trudge along, getting outside of the port and docks area. You do find the town slowly slipping into its lazy evening excitement. There are sounds of music coming from the Wicker Goat and all the other taverns here. Since you first arrived at the Wicker Goat, there have been at least 2 or 3 other buildings that have turned into taverns and inns. So if you really took the time to explore Saltmarsh, you'd be very surprised at how charming and how much growth has happened here. But that is not for tonight.
Did you also roll that nat one with my account?
Yeah. Because it's all I had open and access immediately to dice. So you're welcome. I got that off of your.
Thank you. I'm glad I didn't help you succeed that.
Yeah, there goes. Because, you know, D&D Beyond does karmic dice too, right? Totally. Yeah. Moving out of the city, passing near, not too close, but near enough to see Trasira's mansion down by the seashore. You head up the familiar road that leads to the cliffside. Standing atop the cliffs, as it always has been, at least for everyone who's here has memory, is the Temple of Procan. Overlooking the ocean below, the outer walkway is really, it's only accessible from inside the temple, but it still gets the occasional sea spray from a great storm, smashing against the cliffs and rocks below. Atreus leads Mina and her package around the back. They gently fond hello to all the corpses that inhabit the graveyard and the mausoleum. Where you
Stay down there, please. Stay dead. Thank you. It's good. It's gonna be my new thing, walking by graveyards now. Just stay dead.
They do this time. And you enter the Temple of Procan, and our dear friend Welgar is there in just a pair of shorts.
Welgar, I have a very important question for you. Do you actually own clothes? Because I think the amount of times that I have seen you completely almost naked.
Of Akira's pants are owned by Welgar.
Could Akira and Welgar do some sort of like
Crazy
clothing trade-off swap thing?
No, I've always got to be ready to go into the waves.
Mm-hmm.
Procan calls and I dive.
Such a little surfer dude.
He shows off his 90-year-old man flabby surfer arms, ex-surfer arms, and just the amount of old tan that sits on this very ancient.
It's got like really old
priest.
shark tattoos. Like they're really bad.
They were once epic. At one point, he could flex his pecs, and it looked like they would chomp.
It was a product of his time.
It was.
Now they're not epic anymore. The style isn't even epic, even if they were new and not on wrinkly skin.
Yeah, now it's really just baggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, shark bags. Hoo ha ha.
That was terrible, Robert.
You're welcome.
So, we kind
Does
of
that one
rescued
need help?
So much.
a
Not
lot.
all medical. Actually, pretty much no medical assistance. He requires
He was in a
supervision.
cult.
Supervision.
Which one?
Percival.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah. So,
And not because he
little
knew
bit.
what he was choosing either. He's just. You'll understand more
Dumb.
when he begins to speak, but.
One of them.
In a couple of hours, he'll be
He will
right
be-
as rain.
He will be your most dedicated and useless servant.
He will not.
believe-
That's not.
Everything you
Please tell
say.
me you didn't bring back Francis.
Yep, that's the one.
oh, you know Francis.
How do you know Francis?
What?
He
How do you
was an
solve a
acolyte
problem like
here.
Francis?
I don't know. He was an acolyte for a good 3 weeks here.
Wow, he made it 3 weeks?
How?
No, I made it 3
Right.
weeks.
Oh, there we go. Yep, there it is.
Okay, well, how do we keep this guy
Do you-
from?
You see that chip in the statue of Procan?
Oh, that's not just because it's really old.
No,
Oh.
that was him.
Can you fix his brain?
So
That
I'm-
is how he was made.
So I'm gathering then that you're not a big fan of him staying here like some sort of prodigal broken knight.
What if we broke his brain more?
No, Kai,
Kai.
no, stop. You
That's
don't-
too far.
I do not have those magics. I could
Oh.
fix the broken brain.
Oh, I could threaten him. I could bite
I-
him really hard.
Wait, Atreus.
And no, I'm not gonna kill him.
No.
No.
No. What if we took him back to the stronghold?
He
Oh
would
my
die.
God.
Yeah.
I think Hanael would kill me.
Yes.
You would
That
both die.
would be mean. That
Yeah.
would be really mean to Haniel. So, we could put him in prison and tell him he forgot the crime he did.
That was my original plan.
And it
you
sounds
all
nice
said,
now.
It doesn't need to go to prison.
He
sounds
can
better now.
Stay
He
here.
doesn't need
You
prison.
are
He just
a
needs a ball
gem.
pit.
He's a
A
what?
ball pit.
A what?
To just play around in.
Do you want to explain why he needs a ball pit?
Because he can't damage anything there.
Are you sure?
I like to think.
Oh, so you
As you look at Atreus' face of, are you sure? You see Welgar has the exact same expression.
Okay, another plan. Maybe not as good. We could just drop him off at the haunted house. Give him some provisions.
And wait for him to be
Um,
smuggled.
Yes. Because then
You
it's
should just feed him to the lizard folk then.
we could
Wait,
also just drop him off in the dark corner of the tavern and put a bottle of booze in his hand. You know, we got options.
no, because then
Someone will recruit him.
Yeah. Okay, but here's the like if Kai
Should
goes through with the
we
plan of
recruit him?
disguising. No, we're not recruiting him. No. Kai goes through with the plan of being Violet and saying, "Hey, Percival said that you're not to serve Procan," and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to bite the shit out of him and threaten him that if you leave this temple, if you do not
Oh,
serve
no.
Procan the right way,
Don't do that to
if
Welgar.
you do anything other than exactly what Welgar tells you, I'll come back and
Why
eat you.
would we need you to threaten him if Percival's servant is going to tell him he has to remain dedicated or be cut off?
Because he might,
Hold on.
feel like I could
Welgar-
just go my merry way.
Welgar, what are your thoughts on the matter?
How long do you need him here?
We need him out of the way
What's-
and out of trouble
For the rest of his
indefinitely, but at least until the eclipse.
I was going to ask, what is the average lifespan of a human at
How
his
long do you
age?
think he will live?
With his
He'll-
intelligence?
if I just keep him chained up in the corner as a patient, feed him and water him, I'm pretty sure he'll still outlive me.
Cool.
Well, then just tell him he was insane, that he dreamed all of the Percival shit, and that he's here for his own protection.
Now, I'm sure there's somewhere we can find that could help to improve his life.
Oh my
Give him something
No.
to
You
do.
know,
god.
I
Do you think he can dig a grave?
no,
I'm assuming that means you've tried.
that is correct. He broke his leg.
Oh. He's really
Sure.
not good at anything, is he?
There's some ship down in port they could use just a little bit of muscle.
Dead weight?
He should
Dead
be the
weight.
king's jester.
The
I
king will
was
probably
going-
decapitate him.
I was
But-
going to propose that you bring him to the druids and have them cast the awakening spell on his vegetable mind. But I don't know if that's actually how druid things work.
He might just be
If that's
like
how
that.
works.
Yeah, I'm also not sure he's that broken in the head.
What?
Oh,
No, clearly this man has something wrong with
Wait.
him.
Robert, would I know if that's how that works?
it does not work at all. It's a
Okay.
really, really rude dig.
Okay, could you keep him until the eclipse is over, and then we can
Yes.
revisit what happens to him?
Yes.
Okay.
I will do my best.
Are
If
there like
we-
senior centers in this world? If not, Akir should make a senior center.
Akir needs a senior
Here's
center after
retirement
this.
home.
I'm-
Saphira could maybe bite him again in the next hour, and then you have another 24 hours.
I do like that plan. Whatever
you go.
has put him here, if we can maintain this,
Just have sisters.
I would be delighted.
Whatever her name is, bite him.
Saphira?
Saphira. Okay, you
Saphira,
have
yeah.
Sarspira in Baldur's Gate
Yeah.
and Saphira in this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
it's
Saphira can-
sort of a
He's
look.
about to wake up, so give him a little, another chomp, and then
Love-
we buy some more time.
So Saphira
Yeah.
just
Okay.
comes back once a day and bites him.
Alternatively, we just keep knocking him out with like herbs and shit.
I'm not going to carry him.
Medicated coma.
Use coma.
Does Welgar have the resources to medicate a coma?
I could
I'm
eat
sure I
him.
could.
I'm really tired and I have like half hit points.
I'm sure I
Would
could
it,
come
would
up
Atreus
with.
like a medicated coma too?
No, I would also like a
Atreus wants-
medicated coma.
Atreus wants to eat him. Put him
Okay.
in that coma.
Well, then that is decided. He's going to stay here until the eclipse. Saphira will give him a little nip before we leave, and then you have another 24 hours to figure out how to get out of the way.
Perfect.
Saphira kind of shrugs and rolls her eyes a little bit, which y'all have never seen. She was like, she's a little annoyed, but she's like, I don't know what
It's
else we can do with this.
Saphira, it's for the safety of a lot of people. It's for the fate of the world.
Yeah.
Can I just, like, totally out of character? I want Francis to save the day in the final battle.
He trips
Accidentally.
and like falls into the
Yeah.
god of vampires who accidentally pushes him into a stake. at the end.
Right? Like, I want Francis to legitimately volley his way into saving the day at the end. of the
Francis just runs in like on your left and runs into the back of somebody.
Okay, well, each
Do you want to make a con save against Bite,
Nope.
given that he's?
It's
he's
cool.
already out, so
Yeah.
what is he going to save against?
I mean,
Yeah.
con is different than dexterity. I don't know.
She
No,
can just
yeah.
keep fighting until he fails.
she
true.
could. She could just bite him like 7 or 8 times to be sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Night, Francis. We'll see you tomorrow.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Sorry, Welgard. We hoped he could be rehabilitated here, but apparently he can't, so he's just going to be stored here.
It could be worse.
All the best. Thank you.
He could be a trash guy or something. He could be. There's gotta be something this man can do.
Supervised. Yes.
Yes.
If he can do many good things supervised, but then you have to have someone dedicating their time to supervise him.
Right.
Yeah.
So we
So
have
put
to-
him on a team of
we have to
trashmen,
find him a
sanitation engineers, whatever you want to call them.
Didn't we have? Wasn't there like some cleric of Procan that was aboard the Sea Ghost at one point? Maybe set them
Really?
up.
Oh, Riv, Ravana.
Yeah.
She's a delight.
I don't. Maybe.
That girl
I
we
don't-
met one time?
She was on the boat for a
rehabilitate-
while.
Really? I think I would have noticed
Like
if there was another
Rip
girl in
trying
the
to
boat.
rehabilitate for
Oh goodness.
and Francis
She's got her hands full.
at the same time is a delight.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Let's be real. Okay? They put Francis into shame.
That's true.
Probably.
yeah,
Maybe.
totally.
That's Bane would do it or murder him in the process and have no shits about it.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't know that about Bane. Knew that about Kai.
Bane sank an entire ship because they were doing the wrong thing.
Fair enough.
Well, all right. Anything else?
Bane doesn't
Anything else?
think that
This is-
Francis has
this is
anything to
plenty.
control.
Oh, yeah, no, we don't. We don't need anything else than that from you. Any current events that you are able to share about, the cacophony that's happening down in the town?
Or in RPG speak, tell me the latest rumors, shopkeeper.
Tell me, where's Gandalf?
Tell me what
I
the
just-
fuck.
Now that's a
What's
prompt
going
I've never seen.
on?
Well, I don't really leave the temple, but Crag came back this evening and said that it appears all of Ada's business partners have come to town. So there's quite a few ships coming into port, and I'm sure the town is going to make quite the profit off of this upcoming nuptials.
That sounds like that's going to be an IKEA
We don't-
problem.
We don't like his business partners, right?
We don't specifically know them, but we also know that most of his business was running through the Brotherhood, unbeknownst to him.
But he also bought out tons and tons of shipping companies, so
There's a half-decent chance that this is just another facet of the Eclipse's plans.
I mean, that would make sense to cause confusion and,
Or to
hide
get
amongst the plenty.
all of the major merchants in Keoland in one place for the Eclipse. So
why are you out of bed?
that they can take out the entire Keoland economy. Because that's how you destroy a nation. Just destroy their economy.
No. Is that all?
This economy
This economy?
concerns.
And that's why diversification is very important.
I appreciate this
Are
political
we now
lesson.
financial advisors? We're medical professionals and financial advisors.
not a real
Not a real
financial
financial
advisor.
We know what that reference is to now.
I
I
know.
do.
See how often it comes up?
Shockingly relevant.
Shocking.
Because of the economy.
Because of the economy.
Well, do we want to do bio break now? And come back and
Sure.
Yep, it is slightly early, but we should buy a
It's
break
like-
now because I think we're having some zesty children problems.
All right. Then we will go on a bio break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. There will be tunes by Arcade Anthems, and we will see you soon. And we're back.
Hi!
Hello.
We're back, and our intrepid characters are alive.
For now.
But making bad choices, as usual.
Trying
We've dropped...
to decide what to do with a basically invalid.
It's, we left him at a good rehabilitating. We left him in the hands of the church, which has never gone wrong ever. Historically,
Not exactly what happened to him.
nothing has gone wrong with just.
And nothing could go wrong. Oh no!
Oh no! What's wrong? Yeah.
I mean, he's with good religious folk this time.
He's
He's
with the Lord now.
he's
But-
not
but
dead, but
he's- he's not dead, but he's at church.
he's at church. Oh my god. Real hilarious prank to pull on someone, but also really deep.
Oh, terrible. Oh, yes, he's with the Lord
There
now.
with the Lord now.
Oh,
Oh my
no, it's just church.
Not at the church for mass. Where'd your head go?
Telling you, Mary, he just went to church.
Christ, Michelle, you can't just tell people that.
You can't just tell people that they went to see the Lord. Michelle.
I also would like you to know that Amelia and I are probably doing slight accents for our characters for next campaign.
Yes! I'm so excited.
If you can do it, more power to you. I tried with Torkel for a little bit, but it was very hard for me to accent and think at the same time. Like it was a
I have-
struggle.
I have consistently kept up my Atreus voice this entire
Yeah.
campaign, and I'm very proud of myself. I also kept up a really annoying voice for a last campaign, so I'm hopeful I can make this one work.
Nice.
Is this one almost over? So the thing is, my highly unmedicated ADHD cannot stay in one campaign for over 2 years at this point, and I'm losing my mind. But we
It doesn't
are
help
kind of-
that we've started exploring in our minds what the next campaign looks like, and now
That's-
suddenly it is growing rapidly and
Listen,
out of control.
I
Tried,
have to-
Robert, I tried to hold them off.
I know you
I
did.
held them off. It has been like 4 months of me holding them off.
Yeah.
I'm
or,
so
or more,
sorry.
or more. Okay,
I'm
but I have held
sorry.
them off, and now
I think
it's slipping from my grasp.
I
I-
just have lots of stories, and I
Yeah.
want to play a girl.
Yeah.
I think everyone except me has a pretty decent idea of what their character is going to be because Catherine was just telling me about their character plans.
I think I
It
might
is
not be
because-
a druid.
What?
I might not be a druid, but I'm really
Oh.
scared.
It's okay.
'cause I
I'm,
will be.
Do you think scared? I'm gonna be a monk.
I thought you were gonna be a cleric.
Not.
Not.
We'll see.
Don't
I'm
be
thinking of
like
being a
this,
barbarian.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
I'm gonna be a paladin, but for right now, I'm still in my happy place of being a cleric, and we have the eclipses to attend to. So let's
Yes,
go
you
to
do.
a haunted house, guys.
All right.
It's the end of story itch. This happens everywhere.
Yeah.
It does. So,
It's gonna take us 6 months to finish this, though. Like,
my goal is that for Amelia's birthday, we can start doing some character discussion things. Okay?
which is like end of August, right?
End of August. Okay?
Okay, so like my birthday.
So that's so if we're gonna do our little interim where I get to play something and somebody DMs for like a month, so I can actually world build a little bit.
Who needs that?
Because you guys have characters, I have no idea where those characters are gonna be
And I
as of right now.
I
Don't
also
worry.
need to flesh out
Unfortunately,
my background a little bit based on the world. So
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think I accidentally started building the world, and I don't want to DM, but like I kind of accidentally started that.
we'll see. She's already
I
doing it for you, Rob. So you're halfway
I
there.
I
At
can
least one
DM
corner of it.
Yeah, I can DM if it's just me and Janine, because Janine doesn't make fun of me for my stupid ideas. But no.
I mean,
And the rules don't matter.
I basically made the Amish is where my character came from, and he's on
I love
Rumspringa,
it.
so
Oh my god!
That's gonna be
great.
horrible with my character
It would be hilarious.
because my character is going to be a dyke exotic dancer barbarian.
Nice.
I also like the idea of a Redwall campaign, and that should be the interim thing because I just really want to play a mouse folk. I want to be so cute and little.
if anyone has resources, I would be willing to manage a Redwall campaign, but I would need something pre-made.
I'll figure it out.
There's a book.
Okay.
My friend put together a all monk campaign that every character had to be a different type of monk, but also had to be some animal species tabaxi or Hadouis, but there were other options.
Bugbear.
Did they call it monkey business?
No, but they should have.
They should have.
I think it was technically all monks all the time.
Monkeying around.
Monkeying around.
All right, but back to business.
All right.
We won't
Leaving
finish this campaign at all.
leaving our dear Francis in the capable hands of Welgar, the very old cleric of Procan. You all exit the temple, say once again goodbye to the mausoleum and graveyard. Crag is nowhere to be found. He's somewhere sleeping, hopefully, him and his books. Moving on, back down to the main road. You know you have a couple hours march ahead of you. It will be, again, well into the night before you arrive at the haunted mansion. What would anyone like to do on your journey?
Do we do stuff on journeys, or do we just get there?
I mean, I would like all of you to take a quick look at your character sheets and tell me if you are ready to go into the haunted house.
No, we need to
No.
long rest.
I would like
Yeah.
to long rest.
Okay, I'm like,
Me and my 64
Actually,
hit
maybe
points.
we either
Maybe we just get a
Actually,
room
I
with the
was-
wicker goat again.
no, we should do the tower in the woods a little bit because I feel like the town's going to be very, very busy, and if we try to get rooms, there might not be rooms, and there's going to be a bunch of people who are going to want to talk to us, and I don't think anyone's in the mood to talk to anybody. So
That's
Is
fair.
there
Kira's pretty
anything we
laser
want
focused on
to do?
finishing this.
Is there anything we want to do in town?
you need
so,
a shop.
do we want to visit Keladec?
I'm not doing anything in town. I'm finding a place and I'm napping until I can go
Yeah.
close up the thing.
I would like to check up on Cleona.
Okay. I mean,
That feels important.
Yeah, that's probably a
check
good
is
idea.
fun too. Yeah.
We can go
Also-
to Torkel's house and put the tower in the back.
Yeah. Can we just talk about how precious Starstruck is?
Oh,
they're so
the
cute.
baby. It's just a baby.
We're just a baby.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah. Let's go check on Cleona.
Yeah.
All right. You hear Cleona's party before you see Torkel's house.
That's good. So she's not comatose anymore.
I
No.
hate parties.
As you get close, you see that there are flashing lights of all sorts of colors, just dancing around many, many, many of the rooms. Again, this is a dwarven house big enough to house a 12-person dwarven family.
Okay, Torkel, maybe you go on over and we'll set up camp over, not here, over there, not here. Yeah. And, like, take one of the stones and, like, use it if you need help.
Torkel, can I get a history check?
Sure. That is going to be 22.
Nice. Where did my map go? Yeah. It didn't take much. You suddenly realized that the song being played within the house is one of your original works.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give her a hard time for that one later. Which one is it?
It's the one about the Dreadwood.
Okay. I see. So
Is this fucking play about us?
Does okay. Not the Dreadwood. So I'm so tired. Okay, but that's kind of jaunty.
Somehow they've added jaunt to it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The dubstep remix.
It's basically that.
Once was a ship.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm hearing.
You're hearing the lyrics and you're going, yeah, that's a lot of death and ghosts but they really know how to drop the beat.
Can we see Cleona?
You cannot. You definitely need to get much closer if you'd like to try and identify anyone in there.
Eyes on Cleona.
All right. Give me a perception check.
All right.
Mina and Atreus are going to set up the tower. Akir,
I will not subject my husband to this party.
Akir's gonna
12.
stick with Atreus and Mina, but be kind of flying in the air to keep an eye on whatever's going on over there from a distance.
Hey, look at you.
All right, Akir, I can take a perception check from you as well.
Perception. Starstruck perceives that it is now nap time.
All right,
20.
Akir, you see a decent group of people, probably about 20 people strong, moving from the town in this general direction. Remember, Torkel's family does live not too far outside of town, but outside of town they have their little homestead out here. Torkel, you did not see your sister, but you do pick up that there are indeed pixies fluttering about, and they're the ones responsible for the changing colors of lights. Kai sees Cleona with Anders dancing atop the dining room table.
Do they look in control of themselves, or do they look like they're totally high on pixie dust?
I don't think you know either of them well enough to make that determination.
Okay. Well, Torkel, she's over there on the table.
Oh my word. Oh. Well, I guess, you only get married once, I guess.
So you're not worried about the situation?
Of course I'm worried about the situation.
But, not concerned enough to do anything about it? Like, she's no longer entranced?
She seems as fine as she ever is. Which doesn't say a whole lot.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel.
What? All of us siblings cannot see eye to eye.
Well, you know what? I know two of them who you can see eye to eye with anytime you want.
Oh my word, I'm going to kill you.
Please tell me that was Cat and not Ty.
Okay, do you want to go in and explain to my sister that my two brothers are dead? If that's how we're going to do this, if that's the kind of relationship and rapport we got going on.
I just state for the record that was Kat saying that and not Kai, because I just couldn't not. But Kai's also not that big of an asshole.
Yes, they are.
Only to Atreus.
That was in character.
That was definitely an in-character thought that came out of the out-of-character.
The intrusive thoughts
Kai's
right there.
intrusive thoughts.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well,
Should we
right.
tell them or just leave them be?
I don't want to ruin her wedding. They'll be back before her wedding.
Aren't they getting married on the day of the eclipses?
Yeah.
So they won't be back before the wedding.
They will be back. They're coming back for the wedding.
No.
They're
The
probably getting
brothers.
back.
The parents are coming back.
No. The brothers
The ones that we need to
are
resurrect.
deceased. We're not
Oh, well,
until
that's
after
up to you guys.
the wedding.
That's up to Trace's spell slots.
We
Yeah.
should probably expedite that.
Yeah, but I don't want to. We don't want to use Atreus' spell slots on the off chance that they've been dead for more than a year.
So I'm going to tell them they missed the wedding because they were dead.
I mean, frankly, I think everybody
Just
might be
not.
missing the wedding in general because the eclipse is coming that day. So I think the wedding is a front. Cleona is a pawn. She doesn't know. There is
Cleona
not
doesn't
going to be a wedding. Yeah.
That's true.
Anders doesn't know that Cleona and the Eclipse Lords are coming and everything's
What
going
are
to be fucked.
What are the chances we
Like-
can convince them to elope now?
They do seem
Don't
very happy.
Cleona has always wanted to make a scene, though. I was in the books, and she was out partying and doing this.
What benefit do we
We
get
can
from
try.
having them? What benefit do we have from having them married at all? If the whole wedding is just a front.
They get to face the end of the world married.
So I think we just leave them. She's awake. She's no longer in a pixie dust
All
induced coma.
Seems fine. She's living it up. She's doing her best bachelorette party thing.
What do we know about pixie dust, Robert?
You did not know very much about it. That each pixie has kind of their own unique influence on what it can do to people. Everything. How about this? Mechanically, you take spells of level 1 through 5 of the like non-harmful school of magics. So like abjuration, enchantment, illusion, blah blah blah. And you roll a d100 and see what happens.
Okay. So, but like, they can't really do anything dangerous.
I mean, suggestions, hallucinations,
Okay.
and they could be enchanted. Like there's so many things. They could go into comas. Like, you know,
They, pixies can lift you up by your ears and hang you up by the chandelier. Mhm.
they all valid things.
Like in Gilderoy Lockhart's class.
Is it important to us to get her away from the pixies?
She's her own person. She can make her own choices. She's more with it than she was the other day.
Fair enough. All right, we're going to return to the tower.
All right.
She doesn't
By the time Torkel and Kai join the others in the tower, Akir has watched the newly arriving party guests saunter into the Torkel estate. Most of them are already drunk. They all do wear very fine clothes. So these you would assume are some of Anders' newly arrived guests.
Investigate and see if they have anything dangerous on them.
If you want to go give them a pat down, you are welcome to do that.
Yeah,
But like a
grow up a
sneaky
bunch of
pat.
strangers.
Like a sneaky pat down. Kinda.
Give me a perception check.
Akir's plan is to just keep an eye on the party from a distance and
A 13.
You're not sure Either one guy has a dagger in his pocket. You're not sure.
He's just really happy to be at the party.
He's really happy to be
I'm
there.
just gonna go over and start flirting with him. I'm literally just gonna ask, is that a dagger in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, what are
Yeah.
you? Hi. Are you part of the Pixies?
What form are you in, Kai?
I think I'm still Francis.
I heard Janine's shriek.
Nathan's over here like whispering, you had to be. But I don't know if I said I changed out of Francis's form.
You did.
You could just
You
decide
did
that you
because
did, 'cause
you
that would be
decide you turned into an Aarakocra because
Right.
you were you were finally a Kira
Yeah.
had a family.
weird. Aw.
Right. I'm apparently an Aarakocra.
He looks at you just very interested and perplexed. I heard they had. I don't know how to say this correctly. Aarakocras in Saltmarsh. Are you the counselor?
And what if I am?
And who's got the counselor for his party? Oh, he is a counselor. Of course he's got the counselor at his party. Yo, we're gonna party with 2 counselors tonight.
I mean, like, I technically am the counselor.
It's also true.
God, what is life?
Yeah. Can I get a sense of whether or not it's a dagger?
He puts his arm around you, around your shoulders, and starts like leaning, bringing you into the party. He's got a pocket full of
Sunshine?
sunshine.
Pocket rocks.
No, it's sunshine. Which Kai can just smell, which is sunshine is the fungus that grows in broad daylight. Usually most fungal things grow in some sort of shade, or you've seen them in the Underdark, obviously. This is one that is fairly hallucinogenic, very, very odorous, and is famous for growing in the sunshine.
But no weapons.
No.
He is
Just
just
party
really
things.
happy to see you.
He is very happy to see me. Sir, I don't recall that I caught your name.
I don't know yours either. Call me bro.
Well, in that case, call me Tristan.
Tristan. That's a big name.
It is, isn't it?
Tristan. Okay. And he kind of looks around, doesn't actually notice that there are people all around, and pulls out his little sunshine mushrooms. Would you like to taste the sunshine?
Not yet. Perhaps after I have something to eat first.
Oh, you eat these.
Well, I need
They're
something
edible.
more substantial.
You want 2?
I didn't hear that. What?
You want 2?
No. I first require the finest meat.
Why?
For sustenance, obviously. If one is going to party all night long, one must have a full stomach.
Are you gonna eat him? I'm so concerned.
I'm trying to get out of the situation.
Oh,
'Cause I
Oh,
don't
you
actually
being creepy on
Okay.
purpose.
I thought he might be dangerous, and I wasn't okay with that. But now I'm like, I need to leave.
So just trying to creep him out.
yeah, it's successfully working.
Cool.
He puts the mushrooms back in his bag and just kind of goes, "You have fun with that, Tristan.
You as well, bro. Enjoy your mushroom."
Sunshine.
And I turn with a flourish and walk away.
That's
Nice.
the least brony bro I've ever heard.
Well, that was incredibly uncomfortable.
You did this to yourself.
I know I did. I know I did. Does anybody else seem to have anything or of particular note for pickpocketing?
You see, now that you're up in the group, you see 3 or 4 of the people who are stone cold sober. They do wear something a little more. They wear a cloak. Underneath, they have weapons and armor, and you could pretty much guess that they are the personal guards of these high-end party boys.
Gotcha. Do I see that Cleona and Anders have any personal guards?
You do not see that.
I'm gonna make my way to Torkel. Torkel,
Hi.
your sister and Anders have not hired a single personal guard for this event.
I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Are you? Because that idiot who calls himself Bro just offered me sunshine and asked me if I'm the counselor and wants to get in my pants.
Were
Okay,
you wearing
well,
pants?
Cleona's already taken. So I'm not worried about that with her. I mean, unless she wants to, I guess.
But these people are coming in droves and they're all as high and zooted as him.
What do you want me to do? I am not my sister's keeper.
Fine, whatever. I'm trying to be a good person, but I guess not. And I'm gonna turn and walk away.
You
Kai,
have to let people live their own lives, Kai.
Kai hasn't learned that
Fine,
being good
Charles.
doesn't mean controlling people.
What? That's fake news.
I mean, that's basically where Akira's at right now, because after the eclipse, once the immediate risk is gone, he's probably just going to put Francis on the streets and say, you're going to have to figure it out now. Life's going to be hard. Try not to die.
Life's hard, and it's harder when you're stupid.
Kai still has a lot of learning to do. It's fine.
All right. Anything else happening before the long rest?
I'm summoning Caven back.
Nice, nice.
I apologize for the jibe about Mina's parking job.
That's probably a good idea. He might get late.
That's
I'll probably,
definitely a good idea.
I'll probably summon Dust
Ed.
back too.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring back my familiar,
Nice.
probably in an owl form.
Man, I am like very close to tapped out right now.
I'm doing fine.
I've got all 3 of my second level spell slots, 1/3 level. That's it. I've used all my hit dice. I'm still at 50% HP.
It's
Like,
Oh,
bedtime
no.
for Torkel.
I've been wrecked the last 24 hours.
Yeah, he
I
needs a
only-
nap.
3 spell slots, and I have over 2/3 of my HP.
Must
Yeah,
be nice.
stop bringing other people with less hit points into situations that they can't survive. I'm the only one here who could probably do it. Or maybe a kid, but not after the day he had.
Yes.
You do have your 7th level spell slot, but it
I
does
do?
not look like you have resurrection prepared.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't currently have it prepared. Did we want me to try to do that before eclipsing? Because I could bring them back.
That's
but
not
I
worth
feel
it.
like
I mean,
okay, great. I'm-
we just have to
Did
keep in mind,
we-
if we want to bring them back, we will have to be prepared to wait another day for Atreus to recover from bringing them back.
That's fine.
So if we're going to do it before the eclipse, we should do it like now, because we don't
I don't
want
have
to.
it prepared
Yeah.
though. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, I could.
Did we want to have Torkel try and dispel magic on his Saphira bracelet and then recast that so that
Amelia!
What?
You're like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
what?
I was looking for pen refills. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't hear Kat. It's okay.
it was like high
Do
definition.
we want to
It's
have
so funny.
Nathan dispel the I can dispel magic on his Saphira. Fucking named your Baldur's
You know
Gate
what?
character too close.
Get over it.
No, I will never. On his Saphira bracelet, so that he can try and re-roll for that, so that he gets his spell slot back, because he's permanently down a spell slot. And it's a decent spell
It's a
slot,
7th level. You can try it.
because we still
Do
have
you
that.
have a 7th level spell slot currently?
Do I have a 7th level spell slot currently?
available
Right.
I mean,
to use.
no, because it's tied up in the bracelet.
Okay, so yeah, you'd have to dispel it before the long rest. So that you can
Oh.
wake up with it, and you'd be going throughout your day without it tomorrow. It can't hurt unless you
But
just fail.
You're already going without it anyway,
For a day.
Right.
Yeah.
because we still have that 18 from Dex, right? Or was it Mike? One of them rolled an 18 that we said we could
I
use our
think we
inspiration
used
to get.
that though.
Did we?
I thought so. I'm not positive, but I thought we did. Yeah, but I think it's a question of, do you want to go a day without Saphira?
Mm,
Well, you wouldn't go a day without Saphira. It would
Yeah.
just be the long rest.
the night, yeah.
Yeah, because he could recast in the morning,
That's true.
but it is going to take
Yeah.
over
let's
an
see.
hour.
I'll roll with my inspiration and put guidance in your D3 on top of it.
Yeah. What do you need to get to not lose the slot?
27.
7.
I have +6. Plus the inspiration of the D4 plus the D3.
Well, because you can get guidance from Atreus, and then I could give you did we determine I could give you like enhanceability or something?
So you
It
could do
does the same.
enhanceability or you could roll with inspiration.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
one or the other.
Yep.
Mm.
But I think you need to get to 17 to dispel it anyway.
Well, we might as well try dispelling it, right?
Let's give it a go.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. I will cast Dispel at 4th level. So each spell of level 4 or higher, make an ability check using my spell casting ability. I don't know what that means.
That means, what is your wisdom bonus?
+4.
All right, so you're going to do a d20 plus 4.
That's an 18. Or that's a 22.
All right, so it's the
Boom,
spell.
it's gone.
Cool.
Saphira's gone.
And now we long rest.
All right. Everyone, please click your long rest buttons.
Okay, good. I was very worried.
All right. You want to do enhance ability, or shall I use my inspiration?
Use inspiration because I am not going to. I don't have the mental capacity to go through all my spells right now.
Okay. So here we go. So it's just checking. So it's my charisma. Okay, so I'm just gonna do 2d20. Okay. 16 plus 6, we're at 22.
Yep.
So I need another 5 between the D4 and the D3.
Start with the D4.
So. Okay, that's a 3.
All
So
right.
that puts us at 25. And then a D3. Someone help me do the math on the D3.
Yeah, I got you.
4.
Does it?
There it is. That is exactly what you needed.
There we go.
Right.
Well done. Well
Good.
done.
Awesome.
That high five
Well
right there
done.
belongs in a online snippet. So,
The freeze frame it right there.
boom. And then as your hands part, a little magical coatl forms. But
All right, I'm not doing all
Ah.
that. So
I don't know what the limits of
I
Canva
will-
are, so
Hold timestamp. for
Listen,
anyone
this
who
is
wants
like
to do that.
this is what I can't wait for in-person gaming for. So we can have those moments in person.
right?
Okay, so I do still lose the 7th level for the day,
Today.
right? Like I just spent it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But you get it back tomorrow.
There we go.
Tomorrow.
Welcome back, Saphira. Good to see you.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Did you have a nice nap?
It's like, oh yeah, I airplane kind of the same as I left it. So
Said hi to my
I went to my Aarakocra friends. I found another one over here in the material plane. That they were shocked, honestly.
Should have named one of the kittens Saphira.
Well, then I could name the other one Sarspira and always be
Hey,
confused.
stop whining about it. That's my character. I get to do what I want.
That's okay. You should have heard the 20-minute long bitch
What?
rant I went on about a stupid math problem while I was at Amelia and
We were-
Rob's.
The two
Amelia
of these things
recorded
in
quite a bit of
computer
it.
science are naming things, cache and validation, and off by 1 errors.
Yeah. You're such a nerd.
I never get tired of that joke.
I know.
Okay, hold on, real quick for my ring of spell storing. I never know what's on it other than Revivify.
Okay.
I'm
so-
pretty sure you have wasted everything else that's on it. So
Yeah,
what would
which
you?
means I could grab something that can. What is it? A level 2?
Yeah.
either two, yeah,
Two
either
levels.
one level 2 or 2 level 1s.
Do you want
Yeah.
absorb elements?
Yes, because that one usually comes into play more.
Do you want that
and I-
twice?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do
Because
that.
right now I have
Alternatively, do you want lesser restoration?
for a while.
Which you can touch a creature and end one disease or condition afflicting it, either blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
But it takes an action.
Absorb elements, I think, is more better in a pinch.
Probably.
Yeah. And then, because like right now I have like Hex and Hunter's Mark, and those are both like actions and stuff, and I'm just like, that's a whole waste for me. So absorb elements.
Those are bonus actions.
Yeah, but I never use them.
It's a D6 every time you hit something.
That's true.
Well, I don't think Hex is in your ring. You just have that.
Yeah.
No, do I?
You got that as
right.
spells.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think you had it in your ring a long time ago.
Yes. Yeah, because that part of my sheet never gets really updated, which is then confusing for me to know if I have it or not. Okay. So I have Hex as part of my self. Yes.
Mhm.
Then I would probably absorb elements for sure. And I feel like Hunter's Mark, I never remember to use it.
And you don't need Hunter's Mark with Hex.
Right.
At all.
So let's do 2 absorb elements. If you could adjust that for me, Robert, at some point.
And
Or somewhere else.
Akir had
Okay.
plenty of spell slots to give you those, so.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, now we can wake up.
All right, I will have to work with that.
I'll send you a message on the.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else doing anything?
No, but I also am not gonna adjust my spells right now.
So before we play next time, we should do that.
Yeah.
All right. The dawn rises.
Okay.
All of you are back on your usual circadian rhythms of sleep all night and, party all day.
All day.
The party raged almost until sunup. So if anyone did decide to keep watch, at least KV and Fairy and Dusk got to hear some really awful things. Some really great music,
Love that.
and some really terrible music by the end of it all.
And I'm just assuming other
perfect.
disturbing sounds. Because
Plenty
they're
of
owls
disturbing
and
sounds.
they hear better.
They do.
Eh,
What was that?
Oh, I was concurring.
And you all wake up refreshed and ready for the day. There are now 6 days until the eclipse.
And Atreus is not stressed at all. Spoiler, he's very stressed.
But at least now he is nourished and, rested.
Right. Where actually was the portal in the haunted house?
I don't know
We
if
never
we actually
found
knew there
it?
was one there. We didn't.
We didn't know until we got Honey's map that there was one.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic. Cool.
You think it was from the hole you made falling through the ceiling?
Oh, that's funny. That's really cute. I apologize to you for the whole talking thing. You could not bring that up.
I can't stop myself from being hilarious.
We have determined that there are more portals than we are aware of on the map, correct?
Yeah, the ones
Do
that
we
were.
have any-
What was that?
Amelia, what did you say?
I was saying that the ones that are on the map are the ones that we were aware of.
Mhm.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that those are the only ones.
Or more, because
Yeah.
Mina asked,
God.
what's his face? Yeah,
Lucidium.
Eusidium. Yeah. My brain is non-functional, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
No, don't worry.
Yeah,
So
there's plenty.
do we have a plan to figure out what those ones are?
No. We have a plan to close as many as I can do in 6 days.
As well as
Before
the
we
brother, the other
I
Death
mean,
Hunters.
Akir's plan
They're
was
on
to
that.
interrogate Violet, but we accidentally
dead.
killed her, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
plan.
she started trying to attack Mina and take her wings. So
Because
Then we mummified her and then she died.
we could talk to our friend
Bless you.
who's on the mummy ship, whose name starts with an X.
Zendros.
Yeah, we could see if she would tell us where any are.
The only way we're gonna get in with Zendros is if we hand over the crab.
Which is not
Yeah.
happening right now,
Yeah.
maybe.
Not at all.
I don't love the idea of that. I really don't.
Can we zone of truth her or charm her?
No, that's a really fucking powerful. Like, I don't have that ability. No.
Is it the ultimate goal to close every portal,
No.
or is the goal really to just close as many as we can?
Close as
like-
many as we can so that then when we fight the Eclipse Lords, they have less armies coming in,
The
maybe.
goal is to allow Saltmarsh to live.
Where they're coming from. If we close all the known portals, we won't know where they are coming because we won't know where those portals that are still open are.
Yes, but I do know that my father told me he will be coming to me.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's gonna, wherever I am, is gonna be the epicenter of the final battle, where we might
Okay.
die.
If we were to close every single portal, would we basically do away with the entire battle because they would have no armies?
Probably not, because
Okay.
they could probably do something else to be able to get from one plane to the other. But
Okay.
I feel like I don't have the resources to permanently close every single portal.
Okay. Okay.
We have Death Hunters on some of them, so that's at least helpful. Except we don't really we haven't heard from them, so maybe Hanel we can do a little brain call to Hanel and be like, "Hey,
Yeah, I could.
how are things going?"
Hey, Dad, status report.
Okay.
Do you want me to do that? I could call Hanael before we move up to the house.
Doesn't much matter to me. This was
Great.
mostly Kat trying to figure out.
Game plan.
Yeah. Because I'm
On a
clearly not
scale
up there.
of 1 to 10, we're fucked either way.
Yeah.
There's
Pretty
that.
much.
What is it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Don't know.
Hey,
Oh my God, that's a lot of fucking.
they're coming. It's just how many.
How many times?
And where?
It's not how many times, it's how many at once.
Oh God.
Ooh, it's a gangbang.
God.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Okay,
be
is
enough.
there anything we're doing in particularly now before we get to the haunted house? Because I see many yawns, so that's probably a good next time or
Yeah, I think the haunted house will have to be next midweek.
yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Good time to mention we will not be streaming on Monday, May 6th. We will be streaming some other time that week, and we will let you know in the Discord and social.
Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
I say to all
Be
the
prepared.
people who are online, because
So many
maybe someone will see this on YouTube.
Exactly.
Clint's still here.
Probably not. But
But maybe.
Maybe.
Yes, you would never leave us.
Never know.
here's the thing: as much as we do love the audience, we play for the D&D of it. So if you're here, whatever. If you're not here, whatever. If you're here, we're actually really happy. But
Yeah.
More interactive, but the D&D will still be accomplished in the same dysfunctioned way that we do it every time.
Every single time.
Every single time. Cool.
great.
It's bedtime for
Yeah, it is.
everybody. With that yawn.
Yeah.
Call it early. Right.
All right. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you
Bye.
next time.
Bye, friends.
Bye.